Hello, hello. How are you? Holy cow, it gets dark early nowadays. It's almost 7 p.m. and the sun is almost set. So, some observations. Holy cow, every day is observations now. Just new awareness. Um, so, the question is, how much of current reality and people do you fit in with now? I just went for a walk through the grocery store, and a grocery store we call No Frills here, which is kind of the best price that you can get for most things, etc. And I'm just looking at how much the price of things have changed and how much inflation is going up. And like I was looking at a box of Old Dutch chips, for example, and they're $3.49. And at one point, there would be a buck, maybe a buck 50, and you got those two little packages in them. What happened? What made these things all of a sudden okay to be this much, three times much in price? So I'm starting to see that I don't align with what's going on. Wages for people aren't increasing. The world is um, slowly squeezing us. So do you fit in with that? Does that sit right in your heart, in your mind, in your spirit? How does it make you feel when you see things changing so much out of our control and things like jobs and other things, wage reductions, people not having jobs anymore, traditional jobs being stripped away? So how much are you fitting in? How much do you fit in with your old friends? How much do you fit in with uh, religion, for example? Religion is something that I don't align with in the same way that I used to. I believe in God and all these things, but in a structured religion where I'm a sinner all the time and I got to go and do all these things to placate and make God happy so I don't go to hell, doesn't align with my soul anymore. If I'm part of God and I'm part of spirit, do those things align? Those things, it just makes me laugh almost to go back into my church and say, I'm heartily sorry for I have sinned through my own fault and in my thoughts and in my words and what I have done and what I have failed to do. If you just listen, that's the Catholic Church right now. It's telling you that you've even sinned in what you failed to do. You've even sinned in my heart and in my, like, you're just constantly professing that you're doing something wrong. And you're not. We're learning. We're becoming better people. We're learning through our mistakes, learning through banging into the walls and bumping into other people and things not working out and stuff going crazy sometimes. Are we bad people because we're living? Are we bad people because we have some hiccups with people? We swear sometimes. Oh, yeah, you can be a sinner for that. Um, Look at the number of people that do sex outside of marriage, and that's called adultery in the church, and it's a big sin or whatever. But people are doing it before they in university. They're doing it before they're married. Is that something that people are comfortable with? But it puts us in a constant state of shame and guilt. These are all crazinesses we look at. We can't get to know people without having to marry them first and be attached forever and make a commitment for the rest of our lives. How many people are being divorced nowadays? The divorce rate is going up. There's stuff that's so much out of control in our world that I don't fit in. I don't want it to be that way. I've got a way better way inside my mind and in my heart and in my spirit. And I don't want to be crushed by all these things that judge me and tell me I'm bad all the time. I want to be a good person and I want to be joyful and be friendly with people and connect and feel and live and love without having to have a whole bunch of rules around me. Oh, here, you got to do this, you got to do that. Oh, you got to stop 3 seconds at a stop sign and stop at the stoplight, even if people aren't around. Look at the craziness of the rules we've submitted ourselves to. What hurts you? What doesn't feel good? What's not resonating anymore? There's so much that doesn't resonate. It's like the world is stacked against us. It's crushing us and it's making us feel small and not worthy and that we're making mistakes. And then they throw in things like scares on illnesses and other things, and oh, these waves are going to come back and all of a sudden we're going to be locked again, and it's crazy. And we have no choice in it. We don't get to know all the details. We just have to trust the news and trust our politicians and trust in our province here in Alberta. The premier of our province is a lady named Danielle Smith. And she's actually agreed to start protecting people around vax status and other things. And it's kind of crazy that there's like these pockets all throughout the world that have completely different perspectives and views than the views that were just a couple months ago. And now those people are being ejected and some truths are coming out about them. The world is cracked. The world is not truth. So are you fitting in? Are you trying to comply? Are you trying to find your own way? And I'm finding my own way. And I see a completely different picture of the world. Things getting better, things changing, things falling apart, the control and all the bullshit all fading away because it's not serving anyone. We need to serve ourselves. We need to make choices that meet us. We need to set sovereign boundaries. We need to rally together with other people that have the same and create communities and spaces so that we're not forced into compliance because we don't know that others are in agreement with us. It's crazy what's going on. So it's up to us to start to make the change, to change in our heart, to ask for better things, to stand up, to speak about it, to rise up so that new possibilities can start to share. So I'm not sure if you're feeling the same, but I wanted to state it out loud to other people. I don't feel I fit here in what's going on. I don't play the game anymore, and I don't have the same beliefs as other people, and that's freaking okay. And it may mean that things get torn around around me, and it may mean change, but I need that change in my reality, and other people are going to want the same thing when they see that happen for me. So shine, trust yourself, trust your heart, trust what's changing, and allow it, speak about it, and give others the courage to be able to speak about it. It's time for change. I love you all. You have a good night. I hope this resonated. We'll talk soon.